on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They go play action with Howell. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
On first down, Howell.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Steps away to his left, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Now the Iowa State product. It's Kene Nwangu. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
A throw on the money to Reagor.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Faking the handoff. Howell. That'll be caught. It's Reagor.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Off play action. It's Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much to speak of.
Yard gain up to the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times?
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Jalen Reagor,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 5 now. Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Howell to throw.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jalen Reagor,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Tyreek Hill on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Screen play, Johnson. Touchdown! Ty Johnson, 29 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go play action. Howell. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Davis Price.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now throwing on first down here.
Dancing to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fourth down. Howell.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
It's Howell with another throw.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Tua, the final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He gets it left side to Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They go play action with Howell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 2nd down, Johnson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
After a good play call, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Rager catches it left side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And a completion to Wilson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That will go for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On the double. Green back.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Forced out to his left. He gets this one to Davis Price. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Sanders' kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that up? There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Then blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 16. The throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Off-play action. It's Hal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Slide 2.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington is going to win the football game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Quay Walker.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this right back to Rager. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Reagor from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team.